Do not adjust your television sets. The colors are just fine. Yes, folks, the ice is pink. It is pink on the rink at the Wallace Civic Center. Hockey night in Fitchburg here on FATV. I'm John Gugerty, joined once again by Danny Bolak. And Danny, why is the ice pink?
Yep, it is a benefit night benefiting the Cup Crusaders and breast cancer awareness. So a special pink on the rink night. We have pink ice, pink jerseys, pink everything, basically.
Pink everything all around the ice tonight. Again, pink ice. The Falcons will be wearing pink jerseys, but there is also a hockey game to be played. The Falcons of Fitchburg State taking on the Owls of Westfield State.
Yes, this is a very big MASCAC matchup. These two teams split the first two meetings earlier this year. On November 12th, Westfield came away with a 3-2 win right here in Fitchburg. Jackson Leaf putting on a show. He registered a hat trick for the Owls, including 2 goals in the final 2 minutes to push the Owls to victory. The Falcons got their revenge on January the 14th as they put 10 on the board at Amelia Park against Westfield State. A 10-4 victory for the Falcons in that one. And, you know, Westfield State smartened a little bit after that one, and they're looking to take the season series here tonight and try to push themselves into a better playoff spot.
I bet Dean Fuller wishes he could just take some of those 10 goals and just carry them over. Like maybe win that one 6-4, start this one with a 4-0 lead. Why can't we do that?
Well, it would be nice. And the Falcons, you know, they used up their allotment for goals for a while. They won a 3-game losing streak after that 10-goal outburst. However, they've won their last 2. They pulled off a 6-4 win over UMass Dartmouth 9 days ago, and then just 2 days ago, a 4-0 shutout to sweep the season series over Framingham State.
And 2 days ago, Westfield State suffered a loss, dropping them to 11-9-0 on the season. They are 6-7-0 within the MASCAC. Fitchburg State, by contrast, comes in 9-10-1, a record of 6-6-1 in the Massachusetts State College Athletic Conference. I just needed to show off that I know what MASCAC stands for.
Yep, State Collegiate Athletic Conference.
I almost knew what MASCAC stands for.
It was right a few years ago.
It was, but then they changed it.
Yep, once the universities came in.
Makes sense.
But nonetheless, looking at the standings coming tonight, the Falcons with 13 points in the standings with that 6-6-1 record. That's good enough for third in the conference. Westfield is a point behind them, tied with UMass Dartmouth for fourth with a 6-7-0 record. They've got 12 points. So the winner of this game will be holding on to the number 3 seed. And with Salem and Plymouth many points ahead with not enough games to be played, Fitchburg and Westfield are battling for a home game in the MASCAC quarterfinals.
We're just about 7 minutes away from face-off here at the Wallace Civic Center. There are pregame festivities planned. Of course, as you may have read in the Fitchburg Sentinel and Enterprise, one of the Falcon players, Nat Rojas, actually has a relative. His mother, Gretchen, is a breast cancer survivor. Gretchen Rojas will be performing the ceremonial puck drop in just a moment. But for now, there you see them, the pink and green and gold, the Fitchburg Falcons taking the ice here at the Wallace Civic Center.
It should be an incredible night here at the Wallace Civic Center. The crowd filing in. We're probably going to have our biggest crowd of the season, and it's all for a good cause.
Westfield State definitely playing the role of the opponent. They will be in the black jerseys rather, with blue trim and white numerals. Looks like they'll start off going right to left. Fitchburg State will be on the left-hand side of your television screens as we kick things off on, can we call it the frozen Pepto-Bismol of the Civic Center?
That's a way of putting it. I won't stop you.
You'll have to at some point. I'll just go and go.
Well, regardless, our public address announcer tonight is Brianna Dunn, and she'll be leading the pregame festivities here at the Wallace Civic Center.
While we have a moment, folks, we do want to remind you watching at home in Fitchburg, if you know anyone in Westfield or anyone, frankly, around the world who wants to see Division III hockey played on pink ice, they can go to fatv.org where we will be live streaming this game.
Welcome to the Wallace Civic Center at Fitchburg State University for this evening's matchup between the Owls of Westfield State University and your Fitchburg State Falcons. The Owls entered today's contest with an overall record of 11-9 and a 6-7 mark in the MASCAC, while the Falcons are 9-10-1 and 6-6-1 in conference play. Now, let's meet today's starting lineups. First for the visiting Owls. A senior from Hamilton, Ontario, number 12, Dalton J.
Dalton Jay comes into the season with 14 goals and 3 assists for the Owls.
Number 14, Jeremy Young.
Jeremy Young with 2 goals and 7 assists
Sophomore.
on the season. He's played all 20 games for the Owls.
16, Donovan Gardner.
Gardner, not one of the more prolific scorers, just 1 goal, 6 assists on the season.
Number 22, Killian Kirkwood.
Killian Kirkwood, one of the more dynamic players for the Owls, able to play defense and forward. He'll be on defense tonight.
16 assists for Kirkwood this season.
Roman Fennings with 6 goals and 7 assists on the season. And Jonathan Leparco has started every game for the Owls this season.
Westfield State is coached by Bob Mealy in his 6th season, leading the Owls. Mike Morrison gets his 20th start of the season for the Falcons. He's a senior.
Nat Rojas with a breakout season for the Falcons, the senior with 5 goals and 12 assists.
Look for him to be the man of the evening.
The local product from Leominster, John Selly, 10 goals and 10 assists on the year.
Ricky Kramer, a freshman from New Hampshire, gets the start. He's got 13 assists for the Falcons.
Max Lorenzen, a versatile forward, 1 goal and 7 assists on the year.
And Charles Jacobson gets the start in goal. Unlike Leparco, who had started every game, Jacobson making just his 11th start. He does have the best goals against average on the team.
This is the 3rd straight start for Jacobson. It's the first time all year that a goaltender started 3 consecutive games for the Falcons.
So proudly we hail that the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Hockey night in Fitchburg here on FATV. There is pink on the rink. And I must say, Dan, that was a wonderful performance of our national anthem.
Indeed, it was worth the wait.
These finicky a cappella groups always take so long to cue, but once they go, they're very good. I think Will D'Arcangelo is going to get mad at me throwing shade at him.
I have no idea.
Please welcome Gretchen Rojas, a breast cancer survivor, and also the mother of senior Matt Rojas. Conducting the ceremonial puck drop.
Again, Gretchen Rojas, the mother of Nat Rojas, senior for the Fitchburg Falcons. Gretchen, a 2+ year breast cancer survivor. This night especially important for her, as it is for everyone in Fitchburg. And now there is the matter of a hockey game.
So with that, let's go over the starting goaltenders' numbers for this season. We'll start with Westfield State. Jonathan Bajarco has played all but 36 minutes this season in goal for the Owls. 21st game, 21st start, 11-9, 315 goals against, .906 save percentage, 1 shutout, 590 saves on 651 shots.
In net for Fitchburg State is Charles Jacobson, the freshman. He makes his 11th start of the year. As Danny said, it is the 3rd in a row for him. First Falcon goalie to have that honor. Jacobson has the best goals against average of the Falcons, coming in with a 2.95 mark. He also has a .919 save percentage, also best on the Falcons, and he has 2 shutouts, the only Falcon goalie to have held a clean sheet.
And interestingly enough, both shutouts were 4-0 victories over Framingham State.
They play Framingham State again this year?
They do not, unfortunately.
Dang it! Dang it, I was going to put every penny I have on a 4-0 victory.
Well, they got the 3 wins out of that. And for Westfield, they're icing another short lineup. They've been struggling with injury woes all season long. I think they only have 15, 16 skaters dressed out of the maximum of 18. And this has been normal for Westfield. They've had a lot of trouble. They've had to move players around, shuffle them around. Killian Kirkwood's had to play as a forward and a defenseman. But Westfield is very tenacious, and even if they've been playing undermanned all season long, they're not going to let that get in their way.
Absolutely not. We mentioned Killian Kirkwood's 16 assists. That leads the Owls, despite having to play, as Danny said, both forward and defense.
He's tied for the lead in the MASCAC in assists with Fitchburg's Nick DiNicola, who we'll see on the ice a little later tonight.
Looks like taking the face-off will be Max Lorenzen for the Falcons and Jeremy Young here to do play-by-play for the first period of action, Mr. Danny Bolak.
Thank you very much, John. Jared White will drop the puck, and we are underway here from Fitchburg.
You know the refs' names?
I knew his. But on the draw, Falcons will go D-to-D, bring it up ice for John Selly. On the right side, he'll dump it into the left wing corner. Nat Rojas on his horse, chasing after it, and we're going to have a penalty 15 seconds in, as it looks like they're going to call Rojas as he just slammed into Donovan Gardner.
Basically gave Gardner a nice hip check. Gardner went sliding into the boards. Not the way Nat Rojas wanted to start this night. 15 seconds in, and Westfield State will have the power play.
Only the 3rd time all season Nat Rojas has taken a penalty. He's very disciplined, but not so in that moment. He went his entire freshman year without taking a penalty. And it's not a small sample size. He played all the games, too. So this is very unusual for him to be taking a penalty this early. But nonetheless, Westfield's going to have the first power play of the contest. Face off to the left of Charles Jacobson on the draw. The Falcons win it. Try to bring it around the boards to the left side and clear it out. They will. Falcons on the penalty kill this year, 82 for 96, 85.4%, second in the MASCAC. Westfield 12 for 68 on the power play, 17.6%, tied with Fitchburg for the 5th best. Westfield bringing it in, having trouble holding it in now. Dalton Jay gets a shot off. That's blocked out in front. Cam Schneider going to get on that one for Fitchburg. Tries to clear it. It's held in at the right point. Owls try to push it towards the goal. The Falcons collect it and send it down the length of the ice. 35 seconds killed on the power.
Ricky Kramer just sent that one down the length of the ice. No icing, of course, for the shorthanded team.
Owls will try to reset. Here is Killian Kirkwood bringing it up ice. He'll stop just past the red line. Pass off for Colby Daniels on the left side. Daniels trying to bring it across and around. It is now Kirkwood on the left point. Now back for Daniels. Kirkwood again takes a shot, goes just wide of Jacobson. And the Falcons behind the net are able to clear it out.
Westfield State on the man advantage. Nobody covering the right side. Fitchburg State with a relatively easy clear there.
Owls will have to try to reset again. Still have 50 seconds to work with, as we're 90 seconds into the first period of action here at the Wallace Civic Center. Owls will now carry it up ice. And this is Carl Greco. Greco dumps it in, looking for the left wing corner. Connor McPherson is going to get there first for Fitchburg. He's going to try to send it out. He will. Another clearance for the Falcons.
Early on in this one, Danny, Fitchburg State showing that excellent penalty kill. You mentioned they're second in the conference.
24th in the nation among all Division II and Division III teams. That's about 80 teams there, so they are definitely in the top half. Nice block and takeaway by John Johannesson, going in on goal, and he shoots wide to the right of Leparco.
Johannesson almost took advantage of the shorthanded opportunity there.
And Johannesson, he had a goal on Thursday night against Framingham, nearly turned that into a shorty. Time running out on this power play for Westfield. One more chance, they never do get a shot off, and sent into the boards is Cody Rich. On the left side, Owls keeping the play alive. Falcons are back to full strength. Shot is blocked out in front, and the Falcons will carry it up. They're looking for Michael Fretz, who will take that pass off the boards and go into the right wing corner.
Cody Rich has suffered a left leg injury, Danny. He is having to be helped off the ice. He could barely get there under his own power.
And with Westfield playing as undermanned as they have been, another injury is the last thing they need. Fitchburg carries it up, and it is Michael Fretz again, from the freshman from Washington. He loses it as he's double-teamed by the Owls. Pass up ice for Jake Suvak, trying to get around one Falcon defender. He gets a shot off. A kick save by Jacobson is the first shot on goal of this contest 3 minutes in.
Saw Cody Rich slip and fall after the initial hit. He fell again, trying to get to the bench. Westfield State attending to him now.
You'll hope he's all right. Westfield now back in their own defensive zone, and Wyatt Trumbley will dump it in, looking for a line change, and the Owls will use it. Falcons will regroup back in their own end, trying to bring it up ice. Those special pink uniforms. Long pass up. John Selly with a break towards the goal. Nifty moves, and Leparco is able to hold down the fort and make the save.
That was a beautiful pass right on the stick to Selly, and Leparco was able to save what would have been the first goal of this game.
And Leparco, I know he wants a bounce-back game. Last time he played Fitchburg, he gave up 7 goals on 18 shots, was yanked for the only time this season. And that accounts for the majority of the play that he's not been in net for. Face off to the left of Leparco, and it's a scrum for the puck. But Fitchburg eventually wins the draw. McPherson with a shot from the right point, and Leparco shuts the 5-hole and makes the save.
Looks like Max Lorenzen was going for the deflection there. That puck just kept going straight, almost went through the 5-hole of Leparco, but he was able to close his legs in time.
Connor McPherson has scored from that spot this year. He's got 2 goals, the freshman. Another draw to the right of Leparco. This one won by the Owls, but the Falcons look like they'll be the first to get there. And a backhand pass through the legs is picked up by the Owls, and they'll bring it out to center. Westfield carrying it into the zone as Dalton Jay tries to make some moves. 14 goals this year for Jay. And he's going to be, again, another player to watch for Westfield. Josh Victor has it back in the Falcon end. He'll go D to D to his partner, who'll move over to the left side. Falcons just trying to keep it away from the Owls as they get it to center. Westfield clogging up all the passing lanes, wouldn't let the Falcons break out there.
Saw Ryan Connolly try that long pass to Selly again, this time just off the mark.
Falcons bring it up to center. Ryan Connolly dumps it in. Falcons are going to change lines as Leparco leaves it behind his own net for Donovan Gardner, who drew that first penalty of the game. And from the red line, Colby Daniels dumps it in, looking for a fortuitous bounce off the boards. It went right in front of Jacobson, and then the net came off, maybe as a intentional tactic to try to prevent the scoring chance.
It looked like Jacobson wanted to cover, but Ryan Bedard wanted to play the puck. Some miscommunication between the Falcons there very nearly cost them. Now a face-off to the right of Jacobson.
Shots are 2-2, 15:28 to go in the first. Draw is won by the Falcons, but Westfield right on top of it. Owls trying to hold in the zone on the left side, Roman Fennings. Moving behind the net, looking for a wraparound chance. Jacobson holding the post, wouldn't let it pass, and it's covered for a face-off.
While we have a second here, Dan, want to recognize the underwriters who make all FATV remote productions possible. We want to thank Enterprise Bank, Fitchburg State University, Minuteman Press, Rollstone Bank and Trust, the Sentinel and Enterprise, Unitil, Vector 5, Workers Credit Union, and Hub International. Once again, thank you to the underwriters of all FATV remote productions.
Falcons have it in the neutral zone, looking for Ryan Bedard. That pass was behind him. Falcons have to go backwards. Rojas protecting the puck against the boards right in front of his own bench. Now he'll dump it in, and Westfield will knock it down. Kirkwood playing it along for Jake Zuvak, but he loses the puck to Mike Morrison in the Falcon zone. Morrison behind the net. We'll try to play it up ice for Johannesson. And there's a bit of a knee contact there. one of the Owls goes tumbling, and Johannesson's going to go to the box.
That was Aaron Clancy, who basically ran into Johannesson. Think they're going to get him for interference. For a second, it looked like Clancy had suffered a left leg injury as well, similar to the one Cody Rich had. Clancy able to skate off the ice under his own power.
That was kind of a tough hit there, as Johannesson did stick his leg out. I don't think he was trying to aim for that and try to make a hit like that, but that's what ended up happening. And so he's in the box for 2 minutes, and the Owls have their second power play.
Number 19, John Johansson. 2
We're
minutes
barely
for
5 minutes into this
Time
game.
of penalty,
Already Fitchburg
5
State has been
minutes,
penalized
16
twice.
seconds.
It's a bit unusual, a bit undisciplined. And Westfield a second chance on the power play. Kirkwood looking for a tap on from Fennings towards the goal, sticked away by Jacobson. Kept in at the left point, that's Daniels. He'll go D to D to Kirkwood. And now Fennings again trying to push that on goal, maybe looking for Dalton Jay in front. Jay tries to pick it up on the left side. And now behind the net, it'll move back to Dalton Jay. Falcons trying to chip it out and around the boards. Can they clear it? It's kept in by Daniels. On the left side, Fitchburg again trying to get it out, and now they finally do. They send it down the ice.
I think if Roman Fennings had it to do over again, he would try to get a little more pace on those slap shots, Danny. A couple of times he had a good centering pass, wasn't able to get enough velocity on the puck to score.
65 seconds on the power play. Gaining the red line, dumping it in is Sam Caranta. Left behind by Jacobson. Bit careless, though, and it's picked up by Mason Wade. Owls in the right wing corner, Jeremy Young trying to center, maybe looking to the blue line, looking for Carl Greco. That pass knocked along around the way. Out to the right side, Josh Victor picking it up on the right side boards, moving around for his defense partner, who will hold it, kill time, and now he'll clear it. And you can see Cam Schneider sneaking up to try to force Leparco to play on. Penalty down to 30 seconds on the power play. The Falcons get it back, and they can kill some more time here. The Arctic keep away. Falcons dump it in. Nice stick down by Carl Greco to keep a hold of it and prevent him from having to go back and pick that up. Carries it all the way down, and he's sent into the boards. Falcons send it back to the red line. Donovan Gardner on top of this one with Mike Fish harassing, and Fish is going to knock that along. Owls get it back, though. And that's Greco trying to make a pass. Caranta tries to keep it in. 3 seconds, and a shot is knocked away by Jacobson. Penalty is over. Falcons back to full strength. Owls now 0 for 2 on the power play. But Westfield still pushing hard in the Falcons zone. The Falcons just trying to clear it. And that clear is actually going to go over the Owls bench and into the seats and out of play. 12:31 to go in the first, no score.
I ever tell you the story about the time I almost got brained by a puck here?
I have not heard that story.
I was running a camera. This was back in the days when we were silly and put cameras in the stands. I was running a camera on the near side here on the right-hand side, and a puck flew out of play just like that. I had to duck, and it got saved by my camera case.
I nearly got taken out by a puck when I was at Framingham earlier this year.
You got knocked over when you were doing the chains on a sideline at a football game. I remember that.
I did. That happened to me as well.
Perils of live television, folks.
Things happen, Johannesson trying to make a play on the boards as the Owls forcing the turnover, trying to clear the zone, cannot do so. Kept in by Bedard, the converted defenseman. He was a forward his first 2 years at Fitchburg State. Now he's been playing defense, and a big hit out. Suvak and Bedard getting together. Falcons pick it up at the red line, dump it back in.
Fitchburg State playing at even strength for... It hasn't been a common occurrence, let's say, for them to be at even strength. Already penalized twice, not even halfway through the first period.
And we're only 8 minutes in. Shots are 4-2 in favor of the Owls right now. As that is Wyatt Trumbulley who will send it around the boards, now behind the net. Evan Burns will get there for Fitchburg. His pass is intercepted. Dalton Jay sneaking in on that one. Tries to center, maybe looking for Passero, maybe looking for the right point, found nobody. And the Falcons pick it up, gain the red line, dump it in, and actually goes all the way around the boards and back down. Too much DACA on that. And it looks like Westfield going to be called for offsides. Colby Daniels with a bit of an over and back after one of the Owls gained the zone.
Cam Snyder and Mike Morrison both had a chance to keep the puck in the offensive zone for the Falcons on that last exchange. Neither of them able to do so. Fortunately, Westfield State is called offside and will have a face-off in neutral ice.
Cam Schneider will take the draw for the Falcons. It'll be Mason Wade for the Owls. There's only a handful of Owls. 9 players on their rosters actually played in every game this year. as a 70-footer is gloved down by Jacobson, and they'll hold for a draw.
Looked like Jacobson wanted to hand that one off. About 2 seconds before he was going to, the officials blew the whistle and stopped play.
He just had to wait for somebody to get there, and with an owl lurking, the officials play it safe and blow the whistle. Now it looks like a face-off infraction, so they'll have to do this one again, or perhaps maybe the net a little off. One of the officials wanted to double-check that, but we'll have the draw again. It'll be Schneider and Wade again, as it's pinned around the board, sent around to the left side. Jeremy Young tries to dig it out for the Owls. Mason Wade there as well. Play going to the boards, out into the left wing corner. Falcons trying to clear. One of the Fitchburg State players loses a stick. A shot by Aaron Clancy, a stop by Jacobson, and now we're going to have a penalty with 10:48 to go in the first. We'll have to see what this one is. The
Like it's hooking.
And Mason Wade is being escorted to the penalty box. The Falcons are going to have their first power play of the night.
There are no red light districts in Fitchburg. Hooking is illegal.
I'm not touching that one. So Falcons on the first power play of the night for them, 15 for 85 this year for 17.6%. As we mentioned, tied with Westfield coming into tonight's game for 5th in the conference. The Owls penalty kill 70 for 82 to 85.2%, just a tick lower than Fitchburg. 3rd in the MASCAC, 26th in the nation. I can also tell you the Falcons and Owls penalty kills are around the middle when it comes to the national rankings, 41st out of 80. It's right about there.
Right about. Good work by Dalton Jay on the defensive end for Westfield State, just clearing that one down into the Fitchburg end.
Falcons have to reset and offsides as DiNicolo tried to play that in. A Falcon apparently was already in the zone.
Ryan Connolly was about a step and a half over the blue line right up along the near side boards. Good eye by the official calling that one back.
I will acknowledge that even with the ice-dyed pink, I'll admit the blue line is faded in a little bit. The lines are a bit tough to see.
We can see the lines. The face-off dots, not so much. The lines, yeah, we can see the lines.
We can see the lines, but still. On the draw, though, the Falcons win it. Kramer sent it in. Wyatt Trumbley will try to play that along, try to clear it. It's kept in by Kramer. And now Michael Fretz goes for Kramer at the point. Kramer taking a shot blocked, but it'll go right to Fretz at the right circle. Fretz trying to play it along into the corner, a bit miscommunication, and Trumbley's going to get there first for the Owls. He holds, now he clears. And the first player that's going to get that for Fitchburg is going to be Charles Jacobson. Actually, he lets that go, and a Westfield player comes and intercepts behind the net. And now a deflection right out in front. Dalton Jay was lurking again for Westfield. And he's a dangerous man. He's got 3 shorthanded goals this year.
We're halfway through a power play. Westfield had the best opportunity until that one.
Now Rojas getting a quick shot, and Laparco with a reaction save. Just in the right place at the right time to knock that one away. 30 seconds to go on the power play. 9:15 to go in the period. Falcons bring it up. This is John Johannesson on the left side. Josh Victor tries to follow on. Just out of the reach of Johannesson, and he's pretty tall, 6'3", 6'4". But he'll be carried up ice. This is Kirkwood. Kirkwood drops back for Jay. Shot goes wide to the right. Lively bounce off the boards. Can't be played by the Owls. 10 seconds to go on the power play. Falcons wanted to spring Johannesson, couldn't go quickly enough. Rojas just takes a shot going for the bottom right corner. It misses just wide. It'll come out to center. Power play is over. Owls are back to full strength as Wade clears the box. And icing is going to be called, as just after the penalty expired, dumped in from behind the red line. Well, even if the penalty was still there, it'd still be icing against Fitchburg.
We also want to thank our crew who helps bring us this live event. As with most of the live events, Ty Dorsey, our director tonight. Is this the first thing Ty's directed that I've done? I think so. He's doing a good job. Eric Baird running audio for us. Tim Douse, Dave Oster on cameras. Thank goodness for a whistle there, because I still have more names to read. Travis Falk is our technical supervisor. Michael Smith providing replays for us. And Scott May is the producer / grip / truck driver, I think is the title he wanted.
That's a lot of jobs that he puts up on him.
Well, he's the boss. He gets to give himself any title he wants.
I'll agree with that. Falcons bring in, drop pass for Mike Fish. His shot is blocked, and Fish centers through the paint. Nobody there, and now Burns tries to get a shot off. It was blocked. Daniels got in the way of that for Westfield. Fish goes to the right side, try to find Paul Falanga, and now Timmy Genova sent into the boards, a whistle with 8:15 to go in the first.
I think they're going to get Genova for throwing that elbow right as the Falcon player was coming in on him. Fitchburg State's going to have another power play.
Let's see what box opens up. It's going to be the Fitchburg box. No, it's not the Fitchburg box. It was going to be for a moment, but instead it's going to be Roman Fennings. So Genova drew that penalty, and the Falcons will have their second power play. Lots of penalties in the early going of this contest. Still no score with 8:15 to go in the first. Shot 6-4 in favor of Westfield.
I'm having a Lost Once Upon a Time flashback. There's 8:15 on the clock. It's creepy.
On the draw, Westfield wins it, sends it around the boards. One of the officials has to duck the cover. And now
Roman
Jeremy Young,
Fennings.
he's got Dalton Jay to his left. Jay gets it on his forehand, takes a shot, and it's blocked by Ricky
11
Kramer.
minutes, 45 seconds.
Kramer with a pass up ice, finds Connolly, now drops back. Connolly will gain the zone, looking for some space. Shot saved by Laparco, and he holds for a face-off.
We saw Dalton Jay on the 2-on-2 opportunity for Westfield State on the left side. They're playing shorthanded. We mentioned already Dalton Jay, the only man in the MASCAC with multiple shorthanded goals, and he has 3 of them already on the season.
The senior from Hamilton, Ontario. Everyone in the conference will be breathing a sigh of relief when he graduates this spring. On the draw, Westfield wins it. Falcons try to keep it in. That was Fretz on the right point, and Fretz still on those half boards trying to keep it in. Kramer puts his stick down behind him. Couldn't see that one, but he was able to knock it down, maybe save a couple seconds.
That one was cleared by the man with the best name on the ice, Johnny Orlando for Westfield State.
I mean, I remember looking at the roster the first time Westfield came here and thinking, is that name real?
I don't care if it's real. I wish my name was Johnny Orlando.
It's one of the cooler names out there as Laparco gloves that. 7:28 to go in the first, 1:14 on the power. But yes, Johnny Orlando, freshman from Georgetown, Mass. Attended Tilden School, 5'11", 196. That is one of the more creative names in the conference. There should be a couple other ones. They're just not coming to me.
Oh, there are plenty.
Absolutely. That spit out to the left side from the left circle. A shot by Mike Morrison is stopped. I think that might have gotten all the way to Laparco. And now look at that speed by Dalton Jay up until the moment he fell down, of course.
It was good until he fell down.
Yeah, almost perfect for him. Falcons just barely staying on side. Westfield scrambling to get back. Josh Victor holds on the right side. And now a move around for Morrison. A senior to a freshman now. This is Victor. He's from Texas. Falcons have players from all across the country. And right on front, Rojas looking for the deflection and trying to catch Laparco out of position, but just couldn't finish the play. Cleared back to center, Victor. Falcons back on side again, back in the zone. Johannesson into the right wing corner, excuse me. Now Rojas on the left side. Falcons wind, fire. That shot deflected just wide.
Looked like Johannesson was looking to tip that one in. He just knocked it wide of the net.
Now this is Lorenzen. Rojas holding on. Now in front, Johannesson with a blast. And Laparco found that one and holds on.
Fitchburg State making the most of their second power play in every way except the scoreboard. They've had plenty of shots on goal, enough to take the lead in the period, but as of yet, they haven't been able to get one past Jonathan Laparco.
So just 5 seconds left on this power play. The Falcons now with the shots on goal advantage, holding at 8-6. On the draw, looking for a quick shot. Fish fell down. Genova couldn't get anything on it. Cleared out to center. Burns has it. But out of the box is Fennings. And the Owls back to full strength as Aaron Clancy gains the zone. Evan Burns will take that away from him. Move it around for Falanga. This is going to squeak just outside the zone. Fitchburg trying to push it along, but Kirkwood, last there for the Owls, practically playing the role of a sweeper, picks that one up for the Owls. Fitchburg gets it at the red line and dumps it back in. Now a takeaway. Fitchburg going right out in front. Backhand chance saved by Laparco. And pushing and shoving, trying to follow on. Laparco holds firm. And the Owls not going to allow play to continue any further.
That was an excellent individual effort by Tim Genova. He very nearly took that puck off an Owl's stick and then slapped it into the back of the net.
Genova, he's a senior. He's from Smithtown, New York. He actually works at the Civic Center, too. Actually saw him fix an issue with the boards during a game a few weeks ago.
Would he have been one of the guys putting down the pink ice?
He may very well have been. I can't confirm or deny, though.
I smell a conflict of interest.
Here is Selly looking for Lorenzen. Now Burns takes a shot that goes just wide with Connolly right out in front. Out to center, and now Clancy trying to play it along for Westfield. Knocks it along and forces the line change. Fennings following on Bedard, trying to force a takeaway. He has done just that. Burns trying to get it back for Fitchburg. Pass off for Passero. Behind the net for Colby Daniels. Fitchburg not letting Westfield get comfortable back there. As players are being sent into the boards, people fighting for the puck. And finally it squeaks out to the neutral zone, and Fitchburg trying to play it along. This is John Selly, backhand chance, trying to find the right side of the net. Couldn't play the angle, it goes wide. Dumped into the zone, Josh Victor first to get there for Fitchburg. 4:45 to go in the first.
Selly was facing a 1-on-3 in the offensive end. He had nothing to do but shoot.
Now Connor McPherson bringing it up on the right side for Fitchburg. McPherson offsides is the call, as Fretz and DiNicola in there just a bit prematurely.
We've seen Fitchburg towing that line very closely. A couple of times they might have gotten away with one. That time it was pretty clear they were offside.
And so another draw coming, 4:36 to go in the first. Shots 9-6 in favor of Fitchburg. Cam Schneider for Fitchburg taking the draw against Joseph Napoli for Westfield. Owls will win the draw back, and Killian Kirkwood will pick it up back behind his own goal line. DiNicola trying to strip him. He forces the turnover, but Westfield will take it right back. Wyatt Trumbley, good pressure by the Owls. Fitchburg again forces another one, pushes that right back towards the goal, and then forces a face-off as Laparco can't take any chances. Clock keeps ticking away, 4:17 to go in the first. Haven't heard too much out of Nick DiNicola yet. 7 goals and 16 assists. Third for, he's tied for the MassCAC lead in points, I believe, and third in points per game. And Michael Fretz, he's missed a few games with injuries, but he leads the conference in goals per game. Meanwhile, Westfield trying to clear it again. Fitchburg giving them all the trouble that they can handle. Now Fitchburg will get it back in their own end, go to the neutral zone. James Gordon on the left side. Gordon skates to the left circle, looks for a deflection, goes off Laparco, and he pushes it to his left. Mason Wade gets the red line no further. Fitchburg takes it back. Johannesson, cross-ice pass, offsides they rule. Again, the Falcons called for offsides.
Nat Rojas was halfway down the far side boards, and the puck just barely snuck over the blue line. Johannesson tried to bring it back in, but the far side official had eagle eyes, and he spotted it.
And so it'll be Nick Passero for the Owls. Timmy Genova for the Falcons taking this draw. The Falcons do win the draw, and from the red line, dumped in. Couple hops to the goal. Laparco sticks that down and plays it along. Kept in by Morrison, trying to go to the left side on a pass. That goes off of Caranta for Westfield. And now moving to the left side, Nick Passero will send it around the boards. Ricky Kramer picks it up for the Falcons, looking for Paul Falanga. Aaron Clancy there for Westfield. And Westfield trying to manufacture a chance. But knocked out in front, a penalty is going to be given, as that was Cody Rich trying to set himself up, I believe, for a play. It looks like Rich is okay, as long as I'm reading that number correctly.
That is indeed Cody Rich. I was just going to say we haven't seen him since he suffered that left leg injury, but there he is. So he's at least well enough to skate for the relatively short-handed Owls.
Now the Owls going to go on the power play, forcing the Falcons to play shorthanded for the next 2 minutes. Third power play for the Owls tonight. Nobody successful thus far.
2 minutes for
Colby
tripping.
Daniels winds and fires, blocked, and that puck ends up going backwards into the neutral zone. Kirkwood and Daniels, and now Laparco have to work on the reset, as Daniels was sent into the boards. A bit slow to get up, but back on his feet and skating around. Shots 10-6 in favor of Fitchburg, and now Daniels on the right side. We've seen him mostly on the left, but he's moved over. That's Westfield trying to change things around. Kept in by Kirkwood as that towed the blue line. Moving around, and now Daniels again behind the net for the Owls. To the right point, a shot on goal. Jacobson holds firm, holding that against the crest for a draw.
Long shot there by Nick Passero. Didn't have much behind it, but it almost snuck by Charles Jacobson.
Jacobson with 7 saves already tonight. the freshman from Jönköping, Sweden. Draw to the left of Jacobson. Another scrum for the puck, but Westfield will prevail in this case. Moving it over to the left side, and Carl Greco wants to find Jeremy Young in the slot. Falcons won't let him get anything off, and Greco will have it back on the left side. Now they go to the far right side from the dot. Sam Caranta can't get a shot off. Falcons clear. 60 seconds to go on the power play, as this is Greco moving it up for Caranta. He finds Greco again, looking for a pass, maybe looking for Young to try to tip it in front of the paint, but he couldn't find it. Westfield moving it around. Caranta again on the left side. 39 seconds to go on the power play. And under 2 minutes to go in the first. Still no score. That puck goes clear to the slot and sent all the way down, and Laparco will knock that one down in front of his net. Time keeps ticking away on this power play. 20 seconds left. Carl Greco with a burst of speed into the zone, taken down by Evan Burns. Now another shot through traffic. That never got all the way through. Another shot from the right side. And now we have a whistle. The net might be dislodged a little bit with 12 seconds to go on the power play. I have to take a look at what this whistle is, but nonetheless, I believe we'll have a face-off in the Falcon zone.
Yeah, it looks like the right-hand corner, or the left hand if you're the goalie, Jacobson, his left side of the net just barely came off of its moorings there.
Yep, I know Jacobson is the type of goaltender who likes pushing off those posts, but a lot of the rinks in the MASCAC have very loose posts, and so the net frequently dislodged. And there's a nice glove save by Jacobson on a shot from Wyatt Trumbley. In and out of Jacobson's glove, but he stops it nonetheless. And now cleared down the ice. Genova's out of the box, and fifth power play of the night for either team, fifth unsuccessful. 60 seconds to go in the period. Falcons trying to protect it in their own zone. This is Ryan Bedard skating to the left side, and he'll dump it into the center. Mason Wade lost a handle on it. Nat Rojas jumping right on that. James Gordon towing the line, making sure he's onside. Fitchburg trying to push along, having trouble doing so. Can't get anything off. And now we have a whistle behind the play. Too many men is, I believe, the signal that the linesman is trying to make.
There are, in fact, too many Falcon skaters on the ice. Danny, I want to go back to something you said earlier. James Gordon towing the line. Isn't that the plot of the network TV drama Gotham? You're not even going to sell that?
I have nothing to sell.
I try.
It's right. I don't watch as much popular television as I should.
But I didn't say popular television.
Anyway, too many men is the call against Fitchburg. And so, yep, the penalty goes on the board with a blank number. John Johannesson will serve. Westfield with their fourth power play. We're going to have more penalty minutes than even strength minutes in this period. And now Greco with the blast. He was looking for a one-timer deflection from Young, and he just couldn't aim it quite right. Greco goes to the right side, looking for that one-timer again. Young right out in front, and again, Owls can't hit the mark. Clear to center. Fitchburg now picking it up in the neutral zone, poking it along. That's Cam Schneider. Schneider fighting with one of the Owls for the puck. That was Greco. No penalty coming there. 10 seconds left in the period. Westfield will have to hurry if they want to get any more shots off.
Greco and Snyder exchanged shoves away from the puck there, Dan. That story might not be over.
1.8 seconds left in offsides against Westfield. And, you know, Fitchburg and Westfield, when they play ice hockey, I'm always saying on our broadcasts that this is must-see TV. Westfield and Fitchburg will always give you a game. Satisfaction guaranteed, or your money back.
Absolutely. I think Carl Greco thought that Snyder pulled him down from behind on that play on the right side boards, but instead Greco just simply lost his footing and fell to the ice. And we go to the end of the first period here. 19 shots, no goals. That was quite the first period of hockey, I would say.
Absolutely. Even if there has been no scoring, it's still been very exciting. Both teams with lots of chances. The goaltending holding firm. Jonathan Laparco with 10 saves and Charles Jacobson with 9 saves. Both playing very well for their respective teams.
As the teams go to the locker room, we will take a break for the first intermission. 20 minutes down, 40 to play. It is pink on the rink. Hockey Night in Fitchburg right here on FATV. We are back here on FATV as Pink on the Rink continues. There are tiny little children playing hockey here at the Wallace Civic Center.
It looks like the Twin City Hawks coming out to play here.
Do you know every team? I just know them as tiny children.
I was just guessing, to be honest.
Okay. That's Johnny Smallkid taking it up along the far side. He's going to keep it himself. Oh, nice block there by Max Shortkid. He falls to the ice.
And now Blue Tall Kid skating down number 11 in blue. He's got nothing in his way. He's going to find the back of the net again.
Great shot by Drew Bledsoe. He puts it up. Tiny children up 2-0.
They'll throw another puck in play, and now here's the golden boy, number 6.
Johnny Pesky sends it up along the far side boards. Carl Yastrzemski gives chase. He'll dump it out for Tom Brady. Willie McGinnis makes the check. I'm just reading numbers here. I don't know.
I have no idea either.
I got nobody who played 40. Who wore number 40?
I don't know.
He scores! He scores from his backside!
Oh, how wonderful.
He fell to the ice and he knocked it in anyway.
An amazing individual effort. Pushing it along with all his strength.
And now he makes the check on the defensive end. Number 40 is taking over this game.
Oh, and that shot just turned away. Number 55 in black.
Willie McGinnis. What do you expect from a great defensive leader like him? He looks a little bit shorter, younger, and whiter than I remember him, but he's just as great a defender as he ever was.
A great play stepping up there for his team.
Now Roger Clemens sends it up along the far side. Clemens will keep it. Tried to dump it off for Jose Canseco, but he couldn't pick it up.
Oh, and here's Drew Bledsoe again.
Bledsoe on the breakaway. He's got nobody there. And he scores! Drew Bledsoe with the second touchdown of the game.
I think that's a hat trick for him now. He had the first one.
He did. Canseco falls to the ice. Jordan picks it up. He'll dump it back for Yastrzemski.
Trying to find Pesky there. He drops it back.
Yastrzemski and Pesky never really played together, did they? Pesky was like 70 years old by the time Yastrzemski played.
Yeah, I have no idea. I think they're pretty close.
Clemens dumps it up along the far corner. Yastrzemski will pick it up. No, excuse me, that's Pesky. He passes to Yastrzemski. Very important that we get the players' names right here.
But it's
Canseco shoots and scores!
And they throw the puck back into play, and it's gone a very long way. And we're halfway through Little Children on Ice.
Tiny Children lead 7-4?
Something like that.
Let's call it 7-4.
Yeah, let's pretend that's right. Anyway, Yastrzemski trying to make a play, but now Pesky taking it away. I didn't know they were on different teams.
I think they just decided they were.
Regardless, Canseco, now he finds McGinnis.
I also only just now noticed that this puck is blue. Is this like when Fox did the flaming puck for the All-Star game? You remember that?
Yeah, the Fox tracks, the glow puck.
McGinnis puts that one in. This shot from way downtown. Oh, it's just going to run out of steam, and McGinnis makes the save. Or did he knock that one in? No, Bledsoe picks it up. Bledsoe is so much taller than the rest of these kids. It's not fair. It's like the real Drew Bledsoe, except he's fast, too.
He's showing off the moves, and now Yastrzemski.
Yastrzemski tries a hand pass. That's cheating. Is that still cheating in tiny child hockey?
I don't know. They kept the whistles away, though.
Referees playing very fast and loose, which plays into the hand of Willie McGinnis. Now McGinnis one-on-one with Michael Jordan. He shoots. Pass goes wide of the net. Bledsoe picks it up. Bledsoe centering pass. Nobody there. Imagine that. Drew Bledsoe threw a pass and nobody caught it.
That's why Tom Brady took over, among other reasons.
Number 40 from way downtown. That one's going to go just wide of the net. Bledsoe gives chase.
Just so close, 90 feet, and he only got about 88 of it.
1:24 left to play here in Tiny Child hockey. Tiny Children leading other Tiny Children by, I don't know, 8-6?
Something like that.
That sounds about right.
Some of these goals count for W now.
Oh, absolutely. Like this one here, Willie McGinnis with a breakaway, but he's playing defense. He's trying to go to the right.
They're playing strong defense again.
McGinnis to Bledsoe. They were actually teammates. That kind of makes sense. Drew Bledsoe on the breakaway, looking for his 4th goal of the evening, and he scores. Tie this game at 8. The referee throws the puck all the way down to the end. Number 40 is right there. Give the ref an assist, but no! He couldn't put it in. A great save by Pesky. Johnny Pesky keeps keeping this game tied.
A helter-skelter in the goal mouth.
36 seconds of action left. Drew Bledsoe takes it up along the far side boards. Michael Jordan on defense. Roger Clemens in there to make the stop.
Bledsoe trying to take it away.
He's got McGinnis. He runs into the ref. Or was that Mo Lewis? I don't remember.
And now Yastrzemski trying to help play defense.
Oh, but he can't. Yastrzemski never could play defense. Drew Bledsoe puts tiny children up 9-8 over other tiny children. Michael Jordan now. Jordan on the breakaway.
Couldn't get it off to Pesky. Bledsoe picks it away. Drew Bledsoe is your MVP.
Drew Bledsoe, absolutely the MVP. Tiny children beat other tiny children. Final score 9-8, I guess. We're going to take a break. We'll be back. It is Pink on the Rink right here on FATV. If anyone puts that on my demo reel, I will fire them from whatever job they have, I swear to God. Fitchburg, there is Pink on the Rink here on the wall at the Wallace Civic Center as we welcome you back to Hockey Night in Fitchburg. I'm John Dugerty, joined by Danny Bolak. And Dan, the story of the first period in this one between the Falcons and the Owls of Westfield State has been penalties and penalty killing.
Indiscipline running rampant here in Fitchburg. 6 penalties in the first period. And the first 5 power plays killed off. The sixth one to be determined. Still a minute 20 left on a too many men against Fitchburg.
We actually saw more play under non-even strength. I think that's almost a word, but there was more time with one team on the power play than there was just 5-on-5 hockey. As you said, 6 penalties assessed, 5 of them killed. I believe 3 against Westfield and 2 against Fitchburg were killed.
Let's see. Fitchburg killed 3 penalties. Westfield killed 2.
Fitchburg killed 3. Westfield killed 2. Fitchburg is 80 seconds away from killing their 4th. They will be going right to left here in the second period. They are the pink and green and gold because it is Pink on the Rink. Taking the faceoff for Fitchburg State is Tim Geneva. He'll send it in. Cleared out there by Roman Fennings. Westfield holding it in the far corner. That's Johnny Orlando. He'll clear it. And Killian Kirkwood will take it in. Kirkwood up along the far side board, now takes it all the way back into his end. John Leparco will have to play it there.
And Tim Genova getting in the way, not letting him gain the zone and forcing the Owls backwards.
Kirkwood tries to the near side. Picked up there for Westfield State. That's Dalton J. Now Rojas will send it out of the zone all the way down. Good work there by Nat Rojas on the defensive end.
One of the more prolific penalty killers on this Falcons team, Nat Rojas, providing those penalty kill skills yet again.
Colby Daniels skates it going end to end pretty much, but then he is dispossessed. Sent right down the end by Josh Victor. Westfield State player is playing without a stick at the moment. Perhaps there's just a loose stick on the ice.
I believe Timmy Genova lost that stick on his last shift, and it's still out there.
No whistles yet. That's taken in by Jeremy Young. He's up along the far corner. Pressured by McPherson. Young still with the puck, still pressured by McPherson. He falls to the ice, and it is cleared to center.
No penalties there, and the Falcons have indeed killed their 4th penalty of the night.
Donovan Gardner picks it up for Westfield State. He'll get it up again. Sends it into the zone. Jeremy Young gives chase. Pressured, get this, by McPherson. Now picked up by Aaron Clancy. Back to Young. Clancy falls down trying to pick up the puck. Fitchburg State capitalizes. That's Max Lorenzen. Lorenzen will clear to center and take it in. 3-on-2 for the Falcons. Broken up well by Westfield State. Now Westfield looks to counter. Dalton J. His shot saved. Another shot covered up. Good work there by Charles Jacobson. Eric Clancy nearly put that one in. And play gets a little chippy with 17:53 to go here in the second period.
Well, I can tell you there's absolutely no love lost between these two teams. And some nice goaltending again by Charles Jacobson, the Swede. He was able to stop the original shot from Cody Rich, but following on was Aaron Clancy, and Jacobson able to stick right with him and stop that one. 10 saves tonight for Jacobson.
You saw Ryan Bedard getting an earful from one of the officials. He did not like what he saw in that scrum. Back to live action now. That's to Nicola, and he is just offside. Michael Fretz had a toe over the line, and the referee blew the whistle.
It does seem like one of the things the Falcons are most guilty of tonight, besides penalties, is the offsides, just having trouble timing it as they bring it over the zone. And that time, Di Nicola off on the timing.
You got a good shot there of the special pink jerseys the Falcons are wearing. Of course, that being for breast cancer awareness. That's the same reason the rink looks like frozen Pepto-Bismol.
They'll be auctioning the jerseys off after the game. I don't think they'll be auctioning the ice, though.
Picked up along the near side board for Westfield State. That is Aaron Clancy. Clancy will send it up to the far side to his defensive partner. Now Dalton Jay knocks it down to the near end. Cleared out there. Fitchburg State picks it up. Evan Burns keeping it on his skate. Now dumps it off for Fretz. Fretz dishes to Schneider. He sends it up along the near side. Picked up by Westfield State. Greco loses the handle. Snyder does well to pressure. Bedard winds up with the puck.
And Bedard stepping up there at the red line to dispossess Greco. And good moves there. Now collision behind the play.
Bedard sends it in for Burns. Big collision. Burns playing without a stick momentarily.
And good play there by Kramer and Schneider to break up that break chance for Dalton Jay.
Only thing Burns can do is check, so he does that. I think Burns got a hand on that shot. Another shot. That save is made by Jacobson. Was Roman Fennings with the opportunity. Puck sent all the way down to the left side. Burns finally heads for the bench. Fitchburg State once again has 6 sticks on the ice, 5 guys holding them. Nat Rojas delivers a big hit. Centering pass broken up. Fitchburg State will clear. Rojas is offside just barely. He leaps into the barrier.
Must be a little cross with himself. Him and James Gordon trying to skate up ice, and again, just missing the timing.
Rojas has been the center of attention in the build-up to this Pink on the Rink event. His mother, Gretchen, we mentioned, a 2+ year breast cancer survivor. She delivered the ceremonial puck drop at the beginning of this one. Rojas was actually penalized 15 seconds into this contest. He went to the penalty box, the first of 4 Falcons to go there so far.
The Falcons came out no worse for wear, but it's definitely playing with fire if you're going to be taking that many penalties.
Johannesson breaks that pass up in back behind the net. Sent in by Bedard, played well there by Leparco. Taking it up along the near side is Nick Passero for Westfield State. Shot deflected, goes wide. Good defense by Johannesson. That's Ricky Kramer on the puck. Picked up by Westfield State. Centering pass is deflected. Nat Rojas will try to lead a counterattack. 2-on-2 for the Falcons. Rojas gets by his man. He shoots. Good save by Leparco. Sent up along the far side boards. Kept in there by McPherson. Centering pass is deflected. Josh Victor can't keep it in. Looked like a little miscommunication. Ryan Connolly thought it was for him. He wound up deflecting that out of the zone. Fitchburg State capitalizes, however. They retain possession. Shot save made by Leparco. He doesn't know where the puck is. It's loose in front of the net. It's in the back of the net, but the net is loose. The puck went in, but the net came loose. I have no earthly idea which happened first.
It was just a crazy play as the initial save made by Leparco. Everybody crashing the net, trying to push that past. I'm thinking the net came off first is what ended up happening. No initial signal, and the original reaction was to signal to Westfield that they would not be allowed to change line. Now one of the officials, you notice pink armbands for our referees tonight. They're getting in on the action as well. Jake Suvak is going to go to the box, perhaps for a delay of game. And so Fitchburg's going to get to go on the power play for the first time this period, the 3rd time tonight.
Fitchburg gets the power play, but they don't get the goal. And I'm sure they're a little upset about that.
We'll have to earn it.
In their eyes, they've already earned it once. John Selly's shot goes wide of the net. Picked up there by Fretz. Back to Fretz now at the left corner. Back to Selly, off his stick. Selly retains possession. Pass to Kramer. Now Fretz. Fretz's shot is blocked. Another shot is blocked. Fretz's stick actually broke. And Leparco will cover up.
It's actually the third Falcon stick to fall on the ice in this period. The first two was just falling out of the hands of the Falcons. That one, though, that one broke. Now you get a replay here.
This is the confusion that led to the net coming off the moorings. You see there the save by Leparco. Back to live action here. Ricky Kramer with the puck. Can't keep it in. Kramer will have to take it all the way at his blue line. Pass back to Kramer on the near side. Kramer will take it to the corner. Sent along the far side boards. Ryan Connolly is there. He dumps it off for Fretz. Fretz looking for a centering pass. Well defended. Nothing there. Now finally gets it out to John Selly. Selly skates. He'll shoot from the point. Deflected, goes wide. Fretz sends it in behind the net. Nobody but Owls there. Pass is deflected, but does clear the zone. Fitchburg State will reset. 58 seconds to go here on the power play. 13:37 to play in the period.
Shots now 14-11 in favor of Fitchburg. They are getting opportunities, but Leparco and the Owls defense still holding strong.
John Selly takes it end-to-end, goes in behind the net, loses the puck. It goes out to Max Lorenzen. He sends it right back to Selly. Selly once again loses the puck. Johannessen's shot is blocked. Ricky Kramer will pick it up at the left corner. Kramer being pressured there by Killian Kirkwood. Johannessen comes in to assist and winds up with the puck. Now Johannessen being pressured by Kirkwood. Johannessen just kicks the darn thing. Mike Morrison winds up with it. Back to Johannessen. He sends it behind the net. That's Nick DeNicola. Now DeNicola being pressured, this time by Sam Caranta. Caranta gets it off to Kirkwood, but still can't get it off the boards. Johannessen picks it up. He'll look for a centering pass. Nothing there. Back out to the point. Victor's shot pass is deflected. Now on the breakaway for Westfield State. Shot save made. Dalton Jay very nearly had his fourth shorthanded goal of the season. And the penalty is over.
And so the Owls back to full strength. And Westfield was content to go to the boards, try to hold the puck against the boards for as long as they can to kill some time off. And then that pass broken up, and Dalton Jay on his horse was able to get a good shot off on Jacobson, but Jacobson making the save with his left pad.
Dalton Jay, probably the fastest skater on the ice, was one-on-one with Charles Jacobson, and Jacobson made the stop. 5-on-5 here, 12:22 to go here in the second period. Icing is indicated, but then blown off as Fitchburg State wins the race to the puck. Pass along the near boards to Bedard. Bedard sends it to the far side. That's Evan Burns. Burns sends it behind the net. Centering pass is deflected, looking for Timmy Genova. Westfield State now able to corral. Long pass is intercepted, very literally, picked off out of the air by Fitchburg State. Westfield State, however, able to recover. Carl Greco sends it up along the near side. No icing is called. Cody Rich will give chase. Fitchburg State has it and able to clear. That's Paul Falanga. Falanga's shot is blocked. Rebound is blocked and covered up. Falanga's shot made it to Jonathan Leparco, albeit at less than the intended velocity. And then Evan Burns, got the rebound off, but a good save by Leparco.
Actually, I think that was Mike Fish who followed on at the end. But that was a very lively rebound off the left pad of Leparco. It went right onto Mike Fish's stick, and he just fired it straight away, and Leparco with the awareness to make the save on that as well. That's usually a recipe for disaster for goalies to give up such a lively rebound.
Westfield State with possession. They'll take it up along the near side. Now go to center, but they are offside. Mason Wade just a toe or two over the line.
Falcons are probably happy that it happened to Westfield for once.
Shots on goal now 16-12 in favor of the Falcons. 11:24 to play in the second period. I think this has been the longest stretch of even strength play, maybe in this entire game. It's not saying much. It's only been 2 or 3 minutes, but it might be the longest. That is in the net. A shot from the point looked like Charles Jacobson was able to make the save, but it just trickled in behind him, and just like that, Westfield State is up 1-0.
That shot from the left side boards, it just slipped through the 5-hole of Jacobson, then hit the right side post. And then I think what may have happened there was it might have just barely crossed the goal line, but one of the Owls lunging in there definitely made sure that it crossed.
That was just barely, as you said, Dan, it was just barely over the line, and then it was driven home for good measure. Westfield State picks up a sudden, shocking first goal. They take the lead 1-0. 11-11 to go now here in the second period. Dalton J back behind the net, centering pass picked off. Fitchburg State will look to counter.
Westfield goal.
Connolly and Kramer.
24, Joseph Napoli.
Connolly sends it off. John Selly is there. Westfield State intercepts.
Johnny Orlando.
Now they look to counter.
Time of
Shot
goal,
from Fennings
8
goes
minutes,
just over the
45
net.
seconds.
Good check there on Jay. Connolly gets rid of it. Puck stays in play. Very nearly fell into the Westfield State. Selly's centering pass. No shot attempt.
Just trying to find Kramer there to put home the one-timer. Just overshot it a little bit.
Westfield State will clear. Fitchburg State keeps it on that side of the ice, however. Westfield picks it up. That's Cody Rich skating in. He loses the puck. Pass intercepted. Shot is blocked, however. Now Connolly with it on the near side. His pass is blocked and intercepted by Cody Rich. Bedard picks it up. He'll send it up along the far side boards. And Fitchburg State content to just clear. Cody Rich picks it up and dumps it right back in. Bedard gives chase. Now Lorenzen skating in. He loses the handle. Looks for something. Only an Owl there. The rest of the Falcons were changing. Long pass is not deflected. That will be icing against Westfield State.
Just to confirm that goal, 8:45 into the second, Joseph Napoli got the finish for Westfield. It'll be his third goal of the season. Johnny Orlando picking up the lone assist. That's his second assist of the year. I think he got the initial shot off.
Faceoff will come to the right of Jonathan Leparco. 9:35 to go here in the second period. Centering pass is deflected. Nobody there for Fitchburg State. Westfield clears. Looked for someone on the near side, but nobody was there. Fitchburg able to pick up possession. Now Dalton J will send it back to his defenseman. That's Wyatt Trumblett. Pass up now to Mason Wade. Wade goes to Jay. Jay was offside. Something about this right-hand side of the ice, Danny. We saw Fitchburg going this way in the first period, called for offside many times. Now here in the second, this faceoff is actually at center ice, excuse me.
I think it's still in offsides, but a little more intention to force a faceoff a little farther back.
Westfield State comes out of the scrum with the puck, however, it goes to their end. Little hurried defense for the Owls. They'll play it up along the boards. Fitchburg State will pick it up. That's Connor McPherson with it. McPherson finds Nat Rojas, who lays it off for Josh Victor. Westfield State makes the interception. Pass to the far side. Shot save made by Jacobson. I think Jacobson got checked from behind as he was making that save.
Yeah, it took a bit of a shot in the process, but he comes up with his 13th save of the night. Jacobson playing fairly well, even with that one puck slipping through the 5-hole.
Faceoff will be to the right of the goaltender. Westfield able to keep it in. Morrison trying to clear it out of the right-hand corner. He'll get some help from Mike Fish. They do clear the line. Now Fitchburg State with an opportunity. This is Tim Genova. Genova's shot is blocked. Westfield able to clear. Long pass along the far boards intended for Jake Suvak. Fitchburg able to steer that one away. Westfield keeps it in, but only barely.
And both teams basically gaining each other's zones, then can't do anything with it, turn the puck over. It's been rinse and repeat for the last few minutes.
And as you say that, Westfield gains the zone and turns it over. Fitchburg State just sends it out to center. They'll change. Westfield State has the puck. That's Dalton Jay skating through center. He sends it in. Westfield changing a defenseman behind him. Kramer now will skate it out. He passes to Snyder. And Snyder loses it just as he gains the zone. Fitchburg State keeps it in. Shot from the point is blocked, never reaches the net. Now taking it for Westfield, that's Jeremy Young. Young loses the puck. Well defended there by Bedard. Bedard gets it off for DeNicola. His pass across the rink, centering pass back is blocked on net by an Owl. Shot from the point goes wide and into the netting. Stop play, 6:52 to go here in the second period.
From the last puck drop to that shot going wide from Bedard, nobody had a shot on target on that. And Bedard, he scored from that spot more or less last time the Owls were in Fitchburg. That was a goal that made it 2-1 before Jackson Leaf scored 2 goals in the last 2 minutes of that game to give the Owls the win.
Westfield State able to clear. They've got a 3-on-2 if they hurry. Well defended by Bedard. Lets the rest of the Falcons catch up. Centering pass, nobody there. Almost a golden opportunity for the Owls. Diving clearance there by Fitchburg State. Now picked up by John Selly. He's got no real help. Broken up by Westfield State, and the Owls will take possession. Sent in high over the net. Jacobson makes sure that was not going in. Fitchburg State will pick it up. This is Connolly. Connolly sends it back behind his own net. Westfield State there able to intercept. Long pass out to the point. That's Gardner. His shot is blocked. Tries again. This one goes wide of the net. Picked up behind the net by Colby Daniels. And a penalty is coming against somebody. I mean, you've got a Fitchburg State player whacking at the puck and a Westfield State player laying on the puck, and the referee didn't blow the whistle for 10 seconds, so I don't know what's going on. Early indications are that it's against the Falcons.
The Westfield penalty box is open.
The Westfield penalty box opens, however, you're right. That is Cody Rich going to the box.
I know I was hoping for a moment it was 12 on the back and not 13. The Falcons would have loved to get Dalton Jay off the ice for 2 minutes, but no, there he is.
So Westfield State will be shorthanded, but Dalton Jay, perhaps the most dangerous man on the ice still. Once again, he has 3 shorthanded goals on the year. That leads the Mascats.
Number 13,
Each team 0 for.
Cody
Well, this is the
Campbell-Rich.
Falcons' 4th chance on the
2
power
minutes for
play.
holding.
Westfield already 0 for 4 on the power.
Penalty, 13 minutes, 59
Rojas and
seconds.
Johannesson play back and forth. Out to Victor at the point. His shot is blocked. Rojas couldn't follow up. Rojas loses his stick. Tries to play the puck with his hands. That's not going to work. Rojas loses his stick again. Johannesson tries to play it back. Nobody there. Rojas was busy chasing his stick. Now Johannesson applies pressure. Westfield is able to clear. Fitchburg State picks it up. That's Morrison. Sends it over to Victor. Victor back to Morrison. Morrison loses the handle only temporarily. He finds Johannesson. Sends it in for Rojas. Westfield able to clear. Johannesson picks it up. Sends it to Lorenzen. Lorenzen will take it to the left corner. He's got Rojas to the left of him. Lorenzen sends it to Johannesson. Just goes right through his legs. And that's going to go all the way back down to the Fitchburg end. 55 seconds and counting to go on the man advantage.
Yeah, it was Johannesson who tried to pull his stick out, but he just went right through his 5-hole before he had a chance to do that.
Fitchburg gets a line change. This is Fretz and DeNicola going back and forth. No shot comes out of it. Selly sends it to Kramer. Kramer, centering pass, goes blocked over the head of Selly.
The one advantage of that clear, the Falcons were able to get their top power play unit out on the ice, though.
Puck comes out to Nick DeNicola. He hits Kramer. Kramer passes to Selly, back along the far side now. And back to Kramer. Pass blocked. That one just barely hit the netting. just an inch or two above the plexiglass. Whistle kills the play. 12 seconds on the man advantage. 4:13 to go here in the second period.
You can see Kramer tapping his stick at the blue line, wanted the puck. Kramer's the type of guy who will take a shot from the blue line, looking for a deflection in front, sort of filling the role Craig Halpin played in years past for the Falcons. Part of the reason why he has so many assists.
Now Kramer at the blue line, sends it back in. Nothing Nicola could do with that. Westfield in control, able to clear. This is Dalton J. He sends it to his man. That's Kirkwood briefly. Shot is blocked. Kirkwood picks it up, sends it toward the middle. Nobody there but guys wearing pink. Back to Nicola. He lays it off, but it's intercepted. Now Westfield State on the breakaway. Nobody there except the goalie. Colby Daniels' shot was blocked.
It's not the first time tonight that a breakaway that Jacobson's had to face, but once again he holds firm, makes the save with his right pad.
We are back to 5-on-5 with 3:20 now, 3:19 to go here in the second period. Fitchburg State on the attack, centering pass is blocked. Westfield will pick it up, that's Nick Passera. Passera loses the handle, Fitchburg picks it up. Paul Falinga will send it in. Shot there is held. An awkward catch, but a catch made nonetheless. Jonathan Laparco has faced 19 shots through the first 37 minutes of this one. He has saved all 19 shots.
A huge improvement from his last game against Fitchburg, where he stopped 11 of 18 and got yanked after giving up 7 goals. He definitely wanted a bounce back against this Falcon team tonight, and he's getting it.
He has had that. It was a 10-4 loss the last time these two teams met. This time, so far, it is 1-0 Westfield. Westfield able to clear the zone, but Fitchburg retains possession. Puck squirts into the Westfield end, where Laparco will let it go. Battle behind the net. Now in the left corner. Fitchburg centering pass. Finds Connor McPherson. McPherson's shot is blocked, and that goes high off the net. Folks in the concourse area would have gotten the souvenir were it not for the netting and the glass and all of that.
That stuff wasn't there the last time you called a game here from Fitchburg.
I think it was.
Put that in. I think
The netting was there.
the netting was there. The glass, I think, came in like 2011 or so.
Could be. Faceoff will come to the right of Laparco. It's Commissioner James Gordon taking it for the Falcons. Now Gordon on the near side corner. He'll look to get it out to Victor, but Westfield intercepts. 2-on-2, shot is caught. And the official blows the whistle just as Jacobson's looking to lay it down.
Mason Wade was close enough to the point that they'll blow the whistle on that one, even with 3 Falcons in the way. Even though I think Wade had given up on it, they just allowed it. It's like you hold on to it for that long, I guess you have to give the face-off.
Bit of a break for Westfield. They'll get a face-off in the offensive end. Fitchburg State wins it, however. This is Victor taking it behind the net. He'll lay it off. Pass to Max Rojas on the near side, just goes off his stick. Kirkwood's pass along the far side. That pass misses its man and will have icing called. Johnny Orlando cannot believe the call. And if Johnny Orlando doesn't like it, I don't like it, quite frankly.
Just behind the red line. Westfield hasn't been guilty of icing too many times, but this is one of those instances. These are Division I officials, by the way. All MassCat games with officials from Atlantic Hockey.
Puck comes along the near side board, picked up there by Victor. Victor's pass to center, that's Gordon. Gordon's got 2 options. He lays it off for Johannesson. Johannesson's shot saved. Gordon picks it up behind the net. Puck squirts to the far corner. Rojas will pick it up, and he'll send it back for Gordon. Gordon back behind the net. Johannesson picks it up, sends it to Victor. Victor's shot is blocked. Rojas tried to deflect, couldn't do anything with it. Puck squirts to neutral ice.
Puck was too low on Rojas' stick, so instead of deflecting, it just got stopped instead.
Fitchburg making a change, had about 1,000 guys wearing pink on the ice at once. Nobody called anything. They able to pick up the puck in center ice. Sent in on Leparco, and the chairman covers up. 1:04 to go here in the second period. I had to get my wrestling reference in right at the end there.
Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get a Canadian football reference in here, though.
Oh, you never know.
Could find a way.
It's hockey. You could work Canada in somehow.
You'd think I'd have to.
Cam Snyder wins the draw for the Falcons. Fitchburg State will send it in behind the net where Snyder gives chase. Snyder pokes it loose. It is loose right in front of the net. Leparco has to cover up.
Leparco is a pretty big guy in goal, 6'3", 245. He does take up a lot of space. And he's been trusted by Bob Mealy and the Owls coaching staff, playing in every game this year.
Draw on the near side is won by Fitchburg State. They'll send it back in behind the net. Michael Fretz back on the ice, loses the handle, however. Fretz delivers a big hit behind the net. Westfield State retains possession. Pass to center ice, hits Dalton J only momentarily. Fitchburg sends it right back in. Fretz will give chase. Fretz lays another big hit. Able to steer that puck in the direction of Roman Fennings. Fennings now has Jay on his right, 2-on-2. His shot whiffs. He was gonna shoot, he just couldn't find the puck. Now Ricky Kramer will clear. That's Snyder giving chase, no icing. 6 seconds to play here in the period. If Fitchburg's gonna score, they need it now. As I speak, centering pass shot goes wide. And at the end of the period, Leparco just steers that one away. Fitchburg State leads on shots, but Westfield State leads on goals. They score in the second period. We go to the second intermission. The score, Westfield 1, Fitchburg 0. Pink on the rink at the Wallace Civic Center continues. Falcons trail 1-0 as we begin the third period of action with Danny Bolek.
Thank you very much, John. Start of the third period here. No carryover penalties this time. Lorenzen to take the draw for the Falcons, trying to fight it out against the Owls and Jeremy Young. But now Young takes it away right off the draw. A shot is blockered away by Jacobson into the left wing corner. Falcons going back left to right in this third period. The Owls going right to left. Fitchburg trying to make that pass up ice, try to pick up John Selly at the red line, intercepted by Killian Kirkwood. And he wants to change off. As in the right wing corner, Jeremy Young able to hold on to it for the Owls, looking for somewhere to go. Puck squirts away onto the stick of Ryan Connolly. He'll skate it up to center. And Connolly tries to dump it in, but that ends up tipping over the glass and out of play. 37 seconds gone in the third.
Question for you, Danny.
Yes.
Do you know exactly how long it takes to get a hot dog and a hot chocolate between periods here at the Wallace Civic Center?
Longer than normal because this crowd is so big tonight.
19 minutes and 27 seconds, as a matter of fact.
You're timing it?
Well, I got there with 37 seconds into the break, and I dove into the press box pretty much as the puck dropped. So, yeah, 19:37.
I feel like that's too, well, okay, yeah, I'll buy that. Nonetheless, though, I mean, very big crowd here at the Wallace Civic Center on Pink on the Rink night. But right now they're seeing the hometown Falcons trailing 1-0 as we're now a minute into the third. McPherson trying to play that along, goes off of 3 Owls, and now cleared down the ice. I believe they'll say that was obtainable, so icing is waived, and Josh Victor will hold on to it behind his own net.
Colby Daniels tried to play that puck with his own glove. He wound up throwing his glove halfway across the ice.
Pretty sure that you can't do that.
No. In baseball, that's a triple if you try to do that.
It is. You can't throw your equipment, or the 3 bases will become paying. Now, McPherson trying to drop back for Rojas. That pass, wherever it was going, missed its mark, as that is going to be the most obvious icing call we've had tonight. 93 seconds gone. Each team 0 for 4 on the power play. Joseph Napoli from Johnny Orlando, the lone goal at 8:46. That's all we've had thus far.
And that was a bit of a weird goal. It was a long, seemed like an easily saved shot. Jacobson got a glove on it, but it just trickled through.
Yeah, just slipped through the 5 hole is what I saw on that one. just got down a split second too late to stop it. And that strange, odd goal is the only one we've seen in this contest. Falcons want to change that. Nick DiNicola on the left side, trying to center, nobody there. Well, not at that moment. Looks like Michael Fretz picks that up on the right side. Has it taken off his stick by Aaron Clancy. Fennings and now Mason Wade. A shot from the right side, and Jacobson makes the stop on that. Clancy tries to center, nobody there. Was looking for Kirkwood way back at the blue line. He was the closest Owl to have a chance at it. Falcons bring it over. Here's DiNicola. Takes a shot, and that deflects off a skate. I think Kirkwood got in the way of that one. And now Westfield trying to skate it up in those road black uniforms. Kirkwood with a blast, and that goes just wide. Bounces off the boards. Mike Fish, a 1-on-2, the official in his way as well. And Fish dumped into the boards by Jake Suvak.
I think we just saw the hardest shot of the night, followed immediately by the hardest hit of the night. Killian Kirkwood and Jake Suvak doing the honors respectively.
Yeah, both Westfield players, as that one is flicked up ice, just dying before the boards. It stays in play. Orlando there and Suvak there as well for Westfield, trying to dig that out with Morrison and Kramer there for Fitchburg, the top defensive line for the Falcons. Fitchburg gains it to center, pass misplayed. Falcons trying to continue on. Kramer dropping it back. Orlando gets there first. Plays off the boards for Joseph Napoli, the goal scorer. Napoli on the right side. Can't get the shot off, passing. The shot lane was blocked. And now Napoli tries to turn around. I think he was trying to put it towards the goal, ended up putting it in the corner instead. Westfield retains possession. Roman Fennings trying to hold on to it. Timmy Genova trying to break it up. And now that pass/shot broken up by Ricky Kramer. He gains the red line, dumps it in. Falcons will change.
Falcons were on defense for a lot of time there. Big job for them being able to get a line change.
Owls have only gotten one shot this period, and now Fennings taking one. I think that was going to go just wide, but Jacobson will take no chances. They'll give the shot anyway. 16-14 to go in the third. 1-0 Owls.
Did I say big job?
I think you said good
That's
job.
what I said. That's not English. That's not what words mean.
Well, I didn't catch it. And right off the draw, a shot is stopped. That was Dalton Jake getting it right off the draw, but Jacobson able to see it and get the pad down. Now Westfield looking for more as it goes behind the goal line in the right wing corner. Ryan Connolly taken away by the Owls, looking to turn around. Can't get a shot. And it'll be Selly who will play it for Victor behind the net. Fitchburg trying to make their way out of the zone, off the boards. Connolly can't play the bounce, goes to center. McPherson able to keep it alive. McPherson, not surprising to see him try to play a more offensive role. He tends to do that when he plays sort of that offensive defenseman archetype. Now Colby Daniels gains the red line, dumps it in and around. That puck squirts to the goal, and Jacobson must cover it up.
Looked like Evan Burns was going to be able to handle that, but the puck just skipped over his stick, and Jacobson had to make the cover. Will get a face-off to his left. 15:29 to go in regulation.
Draw will come to the left of Jacobson. 20 saves tonight for both goalkeepers. The shot's 21-20 in favor of the Owls. That lone goal by Napoli back in the second, all there's been. Here's Nat Rojas. Rojas gains the zone, tries to take a shot. That ends up squirting into the right wing corner. Owls collect, and now they'll try to play it up ice. This is Daniels, and that goes into the right wing corner. Fitchburg will get there first, and now they'll try to bring it up ice. Here's John Johannesson who will lead it. Falcons will try to get the timing right. They will. Gordon, Johannesson, centering for a pass, and that was broken up as two Falcons were going to the net there.
Ryan Bedard looked like he had a shot there, couldn't get it off his stick.
Just tough play there. Now that's flicked high up in the air, trying to use all 28 feet of the vertical real estate. Gordon with a shot saved by Leparco. Rebound, shoot, score!
And it's Nat Rojas!
Who else to get the opener here for Fitchburg?
Who could it be but Nat Rojas, the man who has been the center of attention all the way in the lead up to this game? You know the story
about it, Mother. We've been harping on it all night. It is Nat Rojas who ties this game.
Laparco makes the initial save, another juicy rebound. Rojas gets it on his forehand, and I think that went through the 5-hole of Laparco as he tried to reposition himself, and the Falcons are on the board. They've leveled it at a goal apiece.
Danny, you could write this. If you wrote this script, they would say, nah, it's too hacky for Rojas to tie the game. Nat Rojas just tied this game.
Yeah, who would believe that? But that is reality here. It's a 1-1 game. Nat Rojas did have the first goal last time the Owls were here in Fitchburg, and he has the first goal again for Fitchburg as they've equalized at a goal apiece. Now Ricky Kramer trying to play it up ice. That pass behind Michael Fretz. He'll have to pass back to the other defender, back in the zone. Falcons will have to slowly make their way up, and now that pass intercepted. This is Dalton Jay, a one-on-one offside. Suvak hadn't cleared the zone yet.
He hadn't?
And he was still, he wasn't even over the blue line yet. He was still there. Might have been held up a little bit behind the play, but it forces the offsides nonetheless, as if there was a penalty, the officials didn't see it.
Big break there for the Falcons. Dalton Jay was 1-on-1, and that's a man who has 14 goals this season.
He's the most dangerous goal scorer that the Owls have to offer, and the Falcons don't want to take any chances with him. Falanga drops back, shot saved by Laparco on the shot from Mike Fish in the slot. Owls get it to the red line. That's about as far as they go, but they're trying to continue on. They will not continue on. The puck has entered the Falcon bench. 13:37 to go in the third. We're level at a goal apiece. Nat Rojas got the goal. I could not tell you who got the assist.
I was just going to say, I can't believe Nat Rojas got the goal. Seriously, you couldn't write that.
It's like it had to be him. 6th of the year for the senior from Elkridge, Maryland. On the draw, Trumbley plays that back into the neutral zone. Falcons have it, trying to push forward. This is Connolly on the left side. Flicking along, Trumbley will get to it first on the left side. Selly tries to pick it off, he does. They go to the left point, Victor keeps it in, gets a shot, that's knocked towards the goal, but just wide. As Connolly gets the deflection, flipped up in the air to the left side. That's gonna leave the zone, and Connor McPherson's gonna have to go chase it. McPherson trying to find Connolly, got a piece of him and nothing more. And Donovan Gardner gets it for the Owls. Wyatt Trumbley now for Roman Fennings at his own blue line. But John Selly pokes it off his stick. And Wyatt Trumbley gets it back for the Owls.
Fitchburg State has controlled play here in the third period.
That was deflected on goal by Lorenzen, and Laparco pouncing on it to cover it. 12:50 to go in regulation time. Now these two teams just a point apart in the standings. Fitchburg at 6-6-1 in the MASCAC. Westfield at 6-7. Winner of this game will surely be in third place in the conference by the time the night is over.
And as we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, Dan, third place is really the best these teams can shoot for. Salem and Plymouth State both well clear.
Absolutely. Great seasons for the Vikings and Panthers this year. The Falcons haven't beaten either of those teams in 4 combined meetings this year. Also, the winner, whoever wins this game is going to have the tiebreaker in this season series. So if they come on and finish in a tie, well, that's going to be important if it ever comes down to it. As this is Gordon who skates it up ice. Maybe looking for Johannesson, but he's going to play his own pass as Carantes sends him into the boards, and Colby Daniels is there as well. And Johannesson took a shot up high, and a penalty is going to be given. An elbowing call has been indicated. And it looks like the Falcons may be going on the power play here with 12:16 to go in the third.
And Johannesson is very slow getting up. He's just now to his feet. You see him there without his helmet. And heading to the box for Westfield State will be Colby Daniels.
They have 2 minutes on the board as they double check the penalty. This is going to be the 5th power play for the Falcons. This is the first time tonight the Falcons have had more power plays than the Owls. On the draw, loose puck, and Selly tries to jump on it as Jay misplayed it, but he couldn't get much on it. And you can see Jay with that solid back check getting there now, blowing a tire for a moment with Selly. And now Jeremy Young holds on to it, gets a shot off. Jacobson makes the save, and he is actually going to play on. And now he falls out of the net. He's still out of the net. He's got to get back, but he hasn't got his stick. The Falcons have to be secure with the puck here. They cannot allow a turnover as Jacobson has to go and get his stick at some point. And Jacobson, I'm still looking to see if he's going to get it, but I mean, that's going to put him at a disadvantage if the Falcons give up a breakaway and Jacobson doesn't have a stick. But anyway, Fretz with a blast. He puts that into the netting, and I guess that's as good of a thing that could have happened for the Falcons. Now Jacobson can have his stick.
Away from the action, I saw Jacobson kind of inching his way out of the net. Like, can I go? Can I go? Can I? Oh, wait, they've got the puck. Can I go? Okay, it hit the net.
Yeah, you usually don't see players inching up like that unless they're waiting to see if they can be pulled.
Yeah, reminiscent of late in the third if you're trailing trying to pull the goalie.
Now off the draw, the Falcons are going to control it first. Rojas will go for Lorenzen. Lorenzen holds at the right point, Rojas right circle. Back for Lorenzen, holding as Orlando breaks up all the passing lanes, goes around the boards. Mike Morrison and Nat Rojas both trying to get a play on it for Fitchburg. Under a minute to go on this power play. Mason Wade is going to get to the puck for Westfield, can't play it along. And now Rojas centers, Morrison with a shot, and that's blocked. I think that was Jake Suvak getting in the way of that one.
Good job by Suvak to block the shot and then clear the puck. It lets Westfield State get a much-needed line change.
Shakes his glove as he goes to the bench. One of the Falcons getting tangled up there with an Owl defender. But we play on, and on the far side, Westfield slowly skates it up ice, willing to kill some time. This is Dalton Jay. His shot is deflected high into the glass, staying in play. 20 seconds to go on this power play. No team has scored on the power play tonight. This is now the 9th chance. Mike Fish dumps it in the zone. Laparco will play it along. Players have to duck out of the way. Nobody can stop it. It's going to go back into the Falcons zone. And Westfield, like all the other penalties, are going to kill this one off. And coming out of the box, Daniels actually stops it as he stepped out. But the Falcons just follow on, knock it back in the zone, and now that's going to go out of play.
Heads up. I think I could have reached out and snagged that one. Maybe. If Reed Richards was calling this game, he could have reached out and snagged that one.
He's got a long reach. It's probably the joke there. It's flying over my head.
He's Mr. Fantastic.
Ah.
The guy with the stretchy arms.
I'm really bad with superheroes. Have you figured that one out yet?
Yep.
Draw will come to the left of Laparco. 10:07 to go in the third. And we're level at 1. Falanga trying to fight for it. Genova trying to get a stick on it. But Westfield will skate this up, and this is Wyatt Trumbley on the right side. He's got Daniels on the far left. And Bedard with the nice check knocks him off the puck. A couple Owls want a penalty, none given. And Fitchburg will come back the other way. Burns will push that towards the goal. Laparco will play that along. Trying to clear, doesn't work. Passero will try again. This doesn't work either. Falcons looking for a tip, and that goes just wide. As it was Falanga out in front trying to steer that towards goal, but it just missed by about a foot. Colby Daniels, his pass goes off an Owl and backwards. Falcons tag up to prevent an offsides. Daniels gets it back. Now Greco, or Passero, whoever it was, just flips it in.
Westfield State changing all 5 men.
Trying to get those fresh legs out. Falcons trying to get some personnel changes as well, wherever they can get them. Right side shot, kick save. That's a dangerous rebound, but Westfield cannot follow on. And now Greco trying to play that down, goes off of his stick and into the bench and out of play. The rule was unintentional, so the faceoff will be at center ice.
Real quick, Dan, once again, I want to thank our underwriters who make this and all FATV live productions possible. FATV remote productions are underwritten by Enterprise Bank, Fitchburg State University, Minuteman Press, Rollstone Bank and Trust, Sentinel Enterprise, Unitil, Vector 5, Workers Credit Union, and Hub International.
We thank them for their support here for this special broadcast and for all our FATV sports broadcasts. Another draw to the left of Jacobson after having made his 22nd save of the night. One of 4 keepers on this Falcon team who've played a shot blocked, and now Schneider will pick it up for Fitchburg. Falcons clear the zone to center. Fretz trying to play it along. The puck was behind him, and Mason Wade was threatening. Fretz gets it back. Now back in the defensive zone. This is Victor off the boards for Schneider. Schneider looking at Fretz on his right. Now will go to his left for DiNicola. DiNicola tries to take a shot, deflected out of play by Sam Caranta.
Dan, we just mentioned the underwriters for Fitchburg State, one of the many live productions they help make possible. This coming Thursday, the candidates for state representative are going to be holding an open forum at Destari, that cafe on Main Street in Fitchburg. That's going to start 6 o'clock this Thursday night. Obviously, we encourage anyone in the area to come on out, but if you can't make it to Destari, that production will be live on FATV. Again, that's Thursday at 6 o'clock. From Destari on Main Street in Fitchburg, the candidates for state representative will be having an open forum.
And you know, all candidates at all levels of politics, very important that you know who you're electing. You want to have all the information, and this will help you. A great service being made available by FATV if you can't make it on down.
It really is an incredible job that everyone at FATV does. It's usually an all-volunteer crew. I know I'm not getting paid for this.
I'm not tonight.
Tonight, says the man who works for WPKZ now.
And for the Falcon Sports Network.
They pay you?
They do pay me.
Oh. If I had known that, I would have done it when I was in school.
I don't know if we had it when you were in school.
Hey, I'm not that much older than you. We were contemporaries, damn it.
Ah.
Weren't we?
I don't know.
I feel old.
Ah. Anyway, Falcons keep it in the zone. Connolly scores! Hit the top left corner. 8:01 to go in the third. The Falcons lead for the first time tonight.
Ryan Connolly, his 10th goal of the season. It's hard to think of one bigger. Gives the Falcons a 2-1 lead.
We gotta see this replay on the goal that has given the Falcons the lead. He takes the, that was a hit out there. And yeah, he takes the shot, and I don't know if it ever.
He got hit as he took that shot.
Yeah, I'm not sure if it was tipped on the way or what have you, but it went in the top left corner, and Laparco didn't know whether to cry or wind his watch. I stole that from Mike Lang. I'm a Penguins fan.
Okay. It just went right over his right shoulder. There was not much he could do about it.
Ryan Connolly.
Brianna Dunn announces the goal for everyone here at the Civic Center.
Unassisted.
Unassisted.
And also his 50th career goal.
And the 50th career goal for Ryan Connolly. The golden goal,
11
in a
minutes,
sense.
59
And it may well be
seconds.
the golden goal in this game, as it gives the Falcons the 2-1 lead with now 7:29 to play here in the third period.
And now here's a 2-on-1. This is Rojas holding on, trying to find Gordon, who is just out of reach. And he's sent into the boards, and then Rojas goes tumbling down. A complete mess there.
Rojas's pass was just out of reach of Gordon. He lunged forward, desperately trying, you'll see it here on the replay, trying to get a fingertip on that puck. Wasn't able to do it, lost his balance. He went careening into the net and the boards, and Rojas had to leap over him for dear life.
Yeah, just craziness. Falcons trying to keep their pedal to the floor. Out shooting the Owls 26-23. And off the draw, Wyatt Trumbley will take it for Westfield. I said satisfaction guaranteed. And we're having another wonderful matchup here between Fitchburg and Westfield. No icing. They'll say the Owls could have touched that. And so Laparca will leave it for Kirkwood. Killian Kirkwood, one of the flashier players on this Owls team. We've seen him get into so much dirty work tonight. Does so much for this Westfield team. And now Kirkwood will try to retrieve this one as well. Back in his own zone, the Owls playing with 11 forwards and 5 defensemen tonight. A player short on both sides. They've been playing short all season. A shot from the left side by Colby Daniels goes wide of the goal. 6:35 to go. Falcons try to clear the zone. Kirkwood keeps it in. Now the puck jammed on the right side boards. Move to the left side, nobody is there. Fitchburg will get to the puck first. Will try to clear, but that Falcon taken into the boards. And Westfield playing their hardest out there. And now a long breakout pass. Michael Fretz gets his stick on it to prevent any possible icing, but Westfield's going to take it back the other way. Cody Rich has it poked off his stick, and then Josh Victor can't follow on. but the puck goes to the neutral zone. Fretz on the left side. Schneider winds, fires. It's wide to the left. Colby Daniels. He'll take it, gain the red line, dump it in. Owls will change lines. Everyone but Mason Wade, who exists just to harass the Falcons' puck handlers and not to make it easy on them. Now to center, dump back in. Morrison sticks it down, finding Kramer, flipping it up ice. Looking for Mike Fish or Paul Falanga. Neither Falcon can handle it. Timmy Genova takes it away off the stick of Mason Wade, and it'll go behind the net for Leparco. Leparco looking for Donovan Gardner, and now Aaron Clancy. And now push to center. 5:20 to go in regulation time. Clancy turns around, dumps it in, hops around the boards to the left side. Ricky Kramer there for Fitchburg in the left corner. Roman Fenning sent into the boards as the Falcons continue to try to play on. Clancy turns around, tries to put it towards goal, blocked. Falcons, did they gain the red line? They did, icing waved off. And so it's going to be Sam Caranta and Paul Falanga battling for the puck behind Jonathan Leparco. Westfield will now try to clear this up ice. And skating with strength and speed on the right side is Roman Fennings. He had Dalton Jay in the center, could never get a pass off to him. Couldn't do much of anything, and the Falcons take it to center. Now on the left side, Max Lorenzen. Lorenzen tries to center. That's deflected off an Owl stick and behind the goal line.
Sam Caranta with a big deflection there. Looked like Fitchburg had an open opportunity for a centering pass. Caranta was able to block it.
See the Falcons doing so much to try to knock the puck off the sticks of whatever Owl has it. A shot from just inside the blue line, knocked away by Jacobson and into the left wing corner.
That was Roman Fennings with the shot. Been a while since we had a shot on goal for Westfield State, although there's another right there. Killian Kirkwood is denied. Sorry, Danny, I kind of stepped on your play-by-play.
No problem. 24 saves for Charles Jacobson tonight. Falcons' next home game is going to be Thursday, February 18th. They'll be taking on Plymouth State, then Senior Day on Saturday the 20th against UMass Dartmouth. Those games will be available on FitchburgFalcons.com.
And I believe there will be a familiar voice doing commentary for that one.
Most likely. On the draw, a shot goes wide off the stick of Carl Greco. Owls trying to get that back into the right wing corner, and a centering pass intercepted by Nat Rojas, who had the first goal for the Falcons tonight. Rojas will flip it in, looking for Johannesson on the dump and chase. Kirkwood will pin him against the boards. And now Rojas joins to try to dig it out. 5 players, 3 for Westfield, all trying to win the puck. Falcons can be a little more content to keep it jammed against the boards. They're playing with the advantage, the 2-1 lead. Rojas ends up winning it, tries to find Johannesson. He has it in the right wing corner. Kirkwood giving him a couple shoves. It's enough to jar the puck loose. Colby Daniels playing along for Nick Passero, who will circle back in his own zone. Rojas just knocked it away, and you can hear a roar coming from the Falcon faithful.
Nat Rojas is like a gnat with a silent G. He is just annoying Westfield State. Will not go away.
Westfield was in this very position, though, last time they were here. They were down 2-1 in the last few minutes, but then a tying and winning goal for the Owls. But Jackson Leaf not in the lineup tonight for Westfield, the man who got all 3 goals for Westfield back on November the 12th. And that's a player that Westfield could sorely be using tonight. 2:45 to go in regulation time. We'll keep our eyes on Leparco. It's a little early right now, but anyway. Westfield brings it into the zone, into the right wing corner. Falcons not allowing them to center. And now Fitchburg picks it up and skating on ice with a burst of speed is Mike Fish. I believe that's Fish.
It was actually Michael Fretz.
It was Fretz. I was guessing on the 6. Soft shot towards the goal by Mason Wade, gloved by Charles Jacobson. Shots are now 26 apiece, 2:24 to go in the third.
I got to tell you, Dan, other than that one goal, which you may argue was a bit of a softie, Charles Jacobson has had a very good night in net for the Falcons. Westfield State has had a number of breakaways, a number of one-on-one opportunities. Jacobson has turned them all away.
He's been playing solid. With a win tonight, as a shot is gotten off there by Jay, through traffic and stopped. I don't want to jinx it, but as Jacobson covers it with 2:13 tonight, but I'll say it in I'll take the chance here. I think Jacobson will have won the starting job that all the Falcons goalies, Corey McMahon, Kirby Sari, and Quinn Wold have been fighting out for all season long. I think Jacobson will take control of that starting job if he can win this game tonight and give the Falcons their 3rd win in a row.
We mentioned at the start of the broadcast, this is Jacobson's 3rd consecutive start in net. That's the first time all season that a Falcon goalie has started 3 consecutive games. He probably won't start the next one, but I would argue that he's going to start the majority going forward.
I mean, it could be anyone who's, I'll be honest. See, McMahon, Sari, and Wold have all played pretty well. That's why this battle for the starting goaltending job has been going on for all season. That's why Jacobson, who has played the most of any goalie, has only played half of the Falcons' games. Interestingly enough, he's played all 3 games against Westfield. He'd given up 7 goals in those 2 games, but tonight, much better. But the Falcons have to finish. That's the most important thing. There's 2 minutes left. And you can see, and Westfield will be ready to throw the kitchen sink when they get the first opportunity to. Icing called with 1:49 left.
And from the Westfield side of things, this is the worst thing that could possibly happen. 109 seconds left to play in this one. You've got to think that they're itching to pull Jonathan Leparco, but now a face-off in their own defensive end.
The Falcons will be content to try to keep it there as long as they can as the puck goes around the boards, just slowed down enough as Morrison steps up, knocks it back in. Time keeps ticking away. 1:35 left. And now the Owls gain the zone. Leparco still inching, hasn't come yet. Kirkwood maybe looking for Fennings, knocked out of the zone into center. Carl Greco will get there for Westfield State. 80 seconds. Westfield trying to play it up methodically. Don't want to take that many chances. There's a shot and a save, a rebound, another chance, a scramble in the goal crease. And it's cover up.
And finally the whistles blow. And to be honest, finally Jonathan Leparco heads to the bench. There were a good 10 seconds there where the puck was solidly in the Fitchburg defensive end and Leparco was just in no man's land, 5 to 10 feet away from his crease, but not making the move toward the bench.
It looks like we're going to have a timeout called with 69 seconds left.
Nice time to call a timeout.
Oh, yeah. And so let's take a look at the numbers. 2-1, Fitchburg out in front. First goal coming from the Owls in the second period. 3rd goal of the year for Joseph Napoli, assisted by Johnny Orlando. But of course, just like the story, as the narrative demands, Nat Rojas equalized for Fitchburg in the 3rd. We've told you the story about his mother. And he gets that tying goal, and then Ryan Connolly, hit as he shoots, finds the top left corner for his 10th goal of the season, his 50th of his career. That made it 2-1 Fitchburg, and that's where we stand with 1:09 left.
Shots on goal in favor of Westfield State, 29 to 26. Although that doesn't matter nearly as much as the 2-1 scoreline.
The faceoff will be to the right of Charles Jacobson.
Westfield State has 6 skaters and no goaltender.
The net vacant, a rare moment where Leparco's not in front of it. The Falcons win the draw, push it down ice. This is going to go for icing. The clock will stop with 8 seconds having ticked off. 61 seconds are left.
I think Fitchburg State is perfectly content with that. If that happens another 7-8 times, they win this game.
Or if it ends up finding the inside of the net, they'll take that as well.
Sure.
Another draw to the right of Charles Jacobson. And another draw won by the Falcons. Kramer gets it around. This is Rojas. Gets it out of the zone. This is John Johannesson. Empty net. Missed it. He missed it to the left. The Falcons get it back. They just pull it back behind the net to try to kill time. 45 seconds left. This is Jeremy Young bringing it up for Westfield on the right side, trying to find Daniels. But Mike Morrison takes it, flips it high in the air. Falcons play it along. Johannesson tried to get there first, and it's sticked wide. Kirkwood with a great defensive play.
Johannesson has had an empty net in front of him twice and hasn't been able to bury it.
23 seconds. Rojas getting there first. And now they'll move it along. Kramer gains the red line, tries to shoot Johannesson. 3rd time lucky, yes!
Third time's the charm for Johannesson!
Falcons will win this game.
John Johannesson had a chance in front of the empty net, couldn't put it home. He had another chance in front of the empty net, couldn't put it home. He finally gets the third opportunity and buries it. That is the dagger. 15.7 seconds left in this one. Fitchburg State on top, 3-1. They will win the series against Westfield State. They will take third place in the MASCAC. They will have the all-important tiebreaker.
And it couldn't come on a more spectacular night. 10 seconds left. Jake Suvak. Owls trying to center, do something miraculous, but you can't imagine. They're just going to run out of time. Selly goes to the left side. One final shot is knocked away. The buzzer sounds. The game is over. The Falcons win.
It's pink on the rink and a win in the books for Fitchburg State University.
They come away with a big 3-1 victory. Their 10th win of the season to get back to 500 overall and to get over 500 in the MASCAC.
On an emotional night, to say the least, from the very beginning with the ceremonial puck drop, the come-from-behind victory, scoring 2 goals in the second period, and 1 in the third. Is that right? Please tell me that's right.
It's not.
It's not right. Dang it. Danny, correct me.
Yep. Westfield had the lone goal in that second period.
And then they scored all 3 in the third. Dang it.
They did.
Point is they won.
The Falcons do come away with the win. I mean, in both these teams, they played their hearts out all night long, really, for Pink on the Rink night with such a wonderful crowd here at the Wallace Civic Center. We couldn't have gotten a better game, I believe.
Absolutely not. Real quick, once again, we want to thank the all-volunteer crew of Fitchburg Access Television, Ty Dorsey, our director, Eric Baird running audio for us, Tim Doust and Dave Oster on camera, Scott May, the producer, Travis Falk, our technical supervisor, Michael Smith doing the instant replays, Danny Bolak doing the play-by-play, me doing whatever the heck it is I was doing. This has been Pink on the Rink. It is hockey night in Fitchburg on FATV.